So today I want to talk to you about something that so many business owners and entrepreneurs find to be quite boring. It's called standard operating procedures, or SOPs. But I want to try and convince you why they're so important and why they can make a life-changing difference to you. So if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or you just want a better kind of process in your day-to-day life, keep watching, keep listening. Hope you find it useful. Welcome back to consecutive day 1743 of a diary of a Runpreneur. Today's topic is all about that topic in business that entrepreneurs and business owners generally hate speaking about, which is called standard operating procedures and systems and processes. So if you want to find out more, keep on listening. Before we get into that, don't forget this is part of a fundraiser of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. And the more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. So back to the topic at hand. Standard operating procedures, or SOPs as the acronym. And so why do business owners and entrepreneurs hate them? Well, I've worked with a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs over the years, and there's quite a strong, consistent characteristic between most of them. Obviously, there's always caveat to the generalization of these types of statements, but it's a fairly good reflection of what I've seen in my experience. And basically, your typical entrepreneur business owner are pretty extroverted characters, really good networkers, business developers, very creative people, come up with solutions to problems, but they are anything but attention to detail individuals. And that's where standard operating procedures become so alien to them, because it is the attention to the detail. It's how do you do something over and over again to deliver the same or better result moving forward. That's if you get super advanced and you start creating SOPs that evolve. But anyway, that's a different topic altogether. And so I'm trying to talk to you today about kind of simple ways to get in to simple habits you can kind of create to start creating your own standard operating procedures if you don't have any in your business, which is crazily common. There's so many entrepreneurs, business owners that do not have what's called a standard operating procedure within their business, and then they wonder why things are so variable, things go wrong, because there's no consistency or discipline to how things are done. And we're now in a world where technology has made this process so easy. I mean, we used to be in an age where to do a standard operating procedure, people would refer to checklists or operation manuals, and they would have to write these things out. But if you, just a simple thing like reconciling a bank transaction as an easy example, if you kind of go through the individual steps of that, i.e., you log into whatever accounting software you are, you identify the unreconciled transactions, you look into the unreconciled transactions against the set of rules that your business has. Here are the set of rules. You then mark that whether it's income or expenditure. You mark whether if it's income, what revenue line it relates to. If it's to do with expenditure, is it a fixed cost? Is it a variable cost? Is it a cost of goods? All of these types of questions that you kind of go through. And before you get to it, something that probably takes the operator 30 seconds to do, in terms of operations manual and a checklist, it might be 4, 5, 6, 7 pages long with a checklist at the back, which could take the best part of a day to create. If you times that by 300-400 different kind of recurring processes that makes up your business, which is a pretty common number, it's a huge amount of work. And I'm here to say it doesn't have to be that way anymore. So we've now got kind of video recording or screen grabbing software. We all have smartphones that have got more than good enough capability to record a video in the field, or if you're on a computer, screen recording software, very, very easily accessible and cheap. And what you're going to do is, when you're next doing that recurring task, you're just going to video it, whether you're in the field or whether you're in the office on the computer, and you're just going to narrate yourself through it. It's not about being perfect. It's just talking through what you're doing and why you're doing it, really, really simply. And the video will capture all the relevant information. You want to make sure that your microphone's on, that's a big one, and that your camera's on, but you should know whether your camera's on, but sometimes people forget to have the right microphone settings and they end up recording a video and there's no sound. So do make sure that your microphone is switched on. But once you record it, you can then very, very easily just upload that into an AI package like ChatGPT. Even the free version of ChatGPT is good enough. And you can ask it to turn that video into a transcription, and then turn that transcription into an operations manual and checklist. And then very quickly, you've then got 3 formats. You've got a video that people can watch. You've got an operations manual, which will be the narration that you've talked through in a more structured, presentable manner. And you've got a checklist. So there's 3 ways that people can kind of follow how to do that task over and over again. And then you can pass that task over to somebody else. And okay, to begin with, they might do it 70% as well as you, but that's the golden rule. If someone can do something 70% as you, you outsource it, you delegate it. And over the course of time, they will catch up to do it as well as you. And very quickly, they'll become better at it than you because you've created a standard operating procedure. So now my new business takes that to the next level altogether, where it prompts you to create SOPs you haven't already got. It will search the archive. Every time a new task is created, it will search the library of SOPs to check that we haven't already got one. If we've got one, it'll assign it to that task. So whoever's doing the task will see how to do it automatically. So AI can kind of take this to a whole new level with optimization and automate multi-step automations. But I'm not here to talk to you about that today. That's a different topic altogether. I'm just trying to give you an understanding of how this can evolve. And very quickly, if not just you, but your whole team adopts this mindset, if it's a task, any task, I mean, we're pretty consistent on this. We do it even if it's a task that we think may be a one-off, because you never know when these tasks come back around again. So we do it as standard. If it's a task that somebody hasn't done before, simpler questions that we then create a standard operating procedure for it as standard. So we're just building up our library. The library will automatically put things into, you know, whether it's a marketing, sales, operations, finance, HR, legal, whatever categorization the task will fall within. And very quickly, you'll start building a pretty powerful archive, which is the blueprint of how your business operates. So the learnings from my diary today are that if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, if you don't have standard operating procedures in your life, it's highly likely you're one of the 40% of business owners and entrepreneurs who are working more than 60 hours a week, or perhaps you're one of the 60% of business owners and entrepreneurs who are working more than 50 hours per week. Either or, it's highly likely you're going to be stressed, overwhelmed, you've been doing far too much within your business, and you haven't let go of enough of the repetitive, recurring workload. That's where standard operating procedures come in. A very simple way of kind of logging the systems, how you do them. Really, really accessible, easy way to do it. It takes hardly any time now. You video record what you're doing, narrate through it, whether it's on a screen in the office or whether you're out in the field on a smartphone. That video gets uploaded into AI, which will convert it into an operations manual by taking the transcription of the video and converting it into a more formatted, well-written operations manual and a checklist. And then every single task within your business has those 3 things: a video, operations manual and checklist, so that whoever picks up that work in the future will be able to do it to a similar standard as whoever recorded the standard operating procedure in the first instance. Really, really simple hack. If you're not doing it, my word, you're going to be doing a lot more work than you need to do. I've looked at things over the past in my experiences in business, and I've saved people full-time jobs just by implementing the right systems and processes. And you can do exactly the same, and it's very, very accessible, more so than ever before now with the technology that is readily available. Just going across the road. That's it for me today anyway. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.